Alright, before I talk about this movie, I might as well say congratulations to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for winning an Oscar for Best Animated Film, and to congratulate Black Panther for being the first MCU to win 3 Oscars. Well, the first MCU movie to win Oscars. Well, an Oscar award in general. So, without further ado, so now before I even talk about the Lego Movie 2, I might as well talk about, on my opinion, I might as well give out a quick sum up about the other Lego movies I've seen. This one, the Lego Movie, one of my most favorite movies of all time, and I place it as a tie with Ralph Breaks the Internet. One of my most favorite of, basically number 2 of my most favorite movie of all time. And on the Lego Batman movie, I saw it in theaters as well, and I absolutely love this movie. Wait, not as much as the original, but it's definitely the best animated Batman movie ever, and it's super hilarious. So, the Lego Ninjago movie. It was a decent movie in my opinion. I'm glad I saw that one, but I don't think I would see it again. That's pretty much all I have to say for that one. Now we have the Lego Movie 2, the second part. And when I'm not gonna lie, I can kind of see how people didn't quite enjoy it quite as much as the first film. But on the other hand, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of loved it a little bit more than the first one. Just a little bit more. I'm not saying that, like, it was even better, or I'm gonna say, like, oh my god, it's just as good as the first one, like how I thought, like, Ralph Breaks the Internet was. But, I don't know, there was just a lot of things in this film I thought that were even better, or that were actually just as good as the first, except, with the exception of one thing. But it's not a problem, but I really don't have any problems with this movie, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I'll tell you after the story, after the premise. Emmett and his friends are basically now living in Apocalypseburg, after the events of Taco Tuesday, because the Planet Duplo characters come into place and basically destroy the entire city. And there's an alien spacecraft comes in and steals all of Emmett's friends as well. Basically, it's a Lego Friends character named Jennifer Mayhem, played by Stephanie Beatrice, and Emmett and his friends. Emmett, played by Chris Pratt, goes into outer space. Goes to the star system, so he has to go through the door. Basically, he's just going upstairs anyway. To save his friends, like Lucy, played by Elizabeth Banks, who's Metal Beer, played by Nick Hoffman, on Alison Brie as Princess Unikitty, Will Arnett as Batman once again, and Nick Offerman. Oh no, Charlie Day, is Benny, the spaceship guy. So he basically tries to go save his friends. Well, he comes across another character named Rex Danger, who's also played by Chris Pratt. They set off to the star system, onto the planet Sparkle, where the Queen, comes in. I forgot how to pronounce her name. When I Wanna Be, I believe her name was called, played by an actress named Tiffany. No, it's not the Tiffany, like the original singer Tiffany, and the same Tiffany who did the voice of Judy Jensen from the Jetsons movie. It's not her. She's a shape-shifting character, which is some of the best animation I've seen in any Lego movie, honestly, which I'll get to that in a little bit. So, of course, there's comedy, there's a lot more fourth wall jokes in this, and there's actually some musical numbers in this movie, and even the characters actually acknowledge it, it's super aware it's actually being a musical. Like, Lucy is Wild Style is oh god, is this actually a musical? Or something. They would do that kind of joke a few times, and it actually does get very funny. The stuff that is actually that's good about this movie does actually make me feel like it's a little bit better than the first. The only thing that's kind of not as good as the first film is the story itself. While the story itself in this movie is wonderful, it's beautifully written, and I have no issues with it whatsoever. The thing is, it doesn't feel as groundbreaking as the first film was. I just didn't feel that it was as groundbreaking. But I wasn't, expecting it, to be truly honest. And like how I wasn't expecting this to be as grand as the first film. And it kind of is as good. It kind of is as good as the first film. It's just that the story itself, I just didn't think it was quite as wonderful as the first film was. Or quite as spectacular. But so, it's still a perfect story, no matter what. Because it does have a beautiful message about sharing and playing nice with each other. Or like how the first film is like you can be very special and stuff. So, there is live action parts in the movie, like how we saw in the first film. But there's actually there are a little bit more scenes of it. Like for example, Emmett has a vision going on because a thing called Mamageddon is coming. It's coming into place, and then the characters will probably be into, they'll get sucked into a black hole or something, which actually does have a very clever twist, an unbelievably clever twist to it. Which I don't want to spoil anything here, but speaking of which, for the live action parts, Lucy is actually part of the live action parts this time. Which I'm not trying to give everything else away, but the little boy in the first film is played by the same actor from the first film, and he's actually a teenager now, and now he has a little sister, and the mother is in the movie, and the mother is actually played by Maya Rudolph, who's much better cast in this movie, than she was in the Emoji Movie. That movie still kills me. But anyway, but you might be wondering, is Lord Business, is Will Ferrell in this movie? He is, but not through all of it, like he was in the last one. Allow me to explain. Lord Business was in the movie for a few minutes, and then he just, runs away and stuff. He runs away to, go play golf or something, and then, when, you do hear the father's voice in the movie, at least a few times and stuff. Well, at least 2 times. And then that's it. Because it's just focusing on the mother, trying to discipline her kids. And that's it. But it's handled very incredibly great. It's still handled great. And what do you call it? The what else should I say? Oh, the shape-shifting character, the Queen. I'm not gonna lie, she actually has the best looking animation in this entire movie. She shapes into anything. It's kind of like, what was that character? Eris from the DreamWorks movie, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, which was DreamWorks' last 2D animated film. How she shapes and stuff, it's kind of similar to what she does, but instead it's done stop-motion Legos. And it is brilliant. It is so beyond brilliant. Even the rest of the film's animation looks just as good. Even its concepts, its characters, almost everything is just as good as the first film. And like I said, the story itself, it does hold it back from making me say, oh my god, this was even better than the first. I guess I could say just one small rewrite I could have done. Or something, just make it feel like it could be just as good as the first. The songs are actually really freaking good. And much like Smallfoot, they're all very catchy, honestly. And no, I haven't seen Smallfoot yet, but I do plan on seeing it. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. So, for my final sum up of, overall, this is probably my favorite animated film of the year. I don't know, this might be my favorite film of the year, but the one film I'm looking forward to the most, especially, is Episode 9 of Star Wars. Although it was, Avengers Endgame, and and the so-called live-action remake of The Lion King. Like, so, if you haven't seen the Lego Movie 2 yet, it made its budget back, but I highly recommend you to check this one out immediately. Like, if you got kids, and if you were a fan of the other Lego movies, I say definitely check this one out. So, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say for this movie. Oh yeah, and the movie, and I almost forgot that the movie itself was super hilarious. Also, this is probably my favorite Lego movie of all since the original. Oh, but if you want a much better film, but if you want a better film that has a better, or like it has a little bit of the better story, I say the first film has the better story. But still, definitely check this one out if you have the time. It's still in theaters. Or like we get basically like 2 months of it, and then it'll probably come out in Blu-ray in June or something, because that's how like in the first film did. So that's it. If you have seen it right now, what did you think? Just comment below. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Stardust. Or as a comment below and click like in the video. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. And I'm the Bostonian Critic, and I am signing out. Take care.